welcome back to Song Reaction Analysis with your girl, JVB. First and foremost, as always, thank you so much for being here on my channel, checking out my reactions, as well as my own music. I just released a new song, brand new song. It's been a long time since I released new music. Happy ending. I hope you're gonna like it and download it, support it. That'd be freaking amazing if you have already. Thank you so freaking much. With no further ado, Tom MacDonald, I believe, is firing back finally after Upchurch kind of dissed him a couple of times. And I could be wrong, you know. I'm not saying that's really a diss, but yes, I do think it is. So I'm not gonna even backfire. So not gonna lie, I listened to it a couple times and there's so much to unpack that I'm actually kind of excited to unpack it with you guys. So it's not my first listen, but man, it's a long song and it's a lot being said. And I will share my thoughts with you. I know not everybody on this channel loves Tom MacDonald. I personally love him for everything he stands for being an independent artist who's come so far and who's also a patriot, which I really appreciate. So maybe I should take that jacket off because it's gonna get hot in here. Tom MacDonald, God Mode. Love the title. I mean, when I heard the title, I was like, wow. This is gonna be pretty epic.
I've been hearing that they think my political music is boring. Tell them I'm sorry. I've been rapping about things that I feel are important. I could talk about how rich I am, all these little rappers that I'm bigger than. I could show you the impact addiction had, how the liquor turned me to a different man. I'm not the kid who was visiting Disneyland. I'm not a perfect Christian, have a sinner's past, but I sobered up, prescriptions hit the trash. Now I'm sitting back with 50 billboard plaques, $20 million and a million fans. Middle fingers flipping, I can't flip them back. I'm so independent, so they get the message. I've been spitting facts, I'm not a fiction fan. I am the truth, I am the GOAT, I am the proof. You can reach every one of your goals. You can be too drunk, way too high, but it's never too late to have hope. I am the one, I'm gonna preach. You can reach every one of your dreams. You can be up against the whole entire world and you can beat them if you just believe.
I just love the fact that he is such a badass and he's spitting facts. I love when someone says, you know, I'm singing about songs that I actually, or like things that I actually care about, that I want to spread the message, because as an artist, it is always your duty to spread the message. And as we keep seeing now, and now nobody can even deny it anymore, right? For the longest time, I've been talking about this and people just like blindly think that, oh, you know, you're just bitter because you haven't been signed by a record label. But see all the darkness that's coming out from the major labels, the P. Diddy story. I mean, you know, Jay-Z, Beyonce, we don't need to even get into it. However, and or like watch, you know, most music videos these days, it's just like so disgustingly like about sex, about drugs, about, and making all that stuff cool. How is that cool? It's not cool to be messed up. It's not cool to just, you know what I mean? Yes, you can talk about partying, but it's not, there's so many more important things you can talk about. And I'm not saying you should never talk about it, but there's important things you could also address than just ignoring them and just like pretending you're this rich, you know, MFer, like that is just showing off how much money you got, how many bitches you got. Who fucking cares? What are you actually contributing? So I love the fact that he's kind of spitting those kind of facts back and saying, you know, I always have hope and there's always, you can do whatever you want. And I love that he's also really empowering other artists, other people to live that dream and to follow that path. I love that.
And I can't flip them back. I'm so independent, so they get the message. I've been spitting facts, I'm not a fiction fan. I am the truth, I am the GOAT, I am the proof. You can reach every one of your goals. You can be too drunk, way too high, but it's never too late to have hope. I am the one, I'm gonna preach. You can reach every one of your dreams. You can be up against the whole entire world and you can beat them if you just believe. They've been saying I'm Illuminati and I'm going to hell. They're desperately searching for any excuse to explain why I've done what they can't do themselves.
Bam! You know, is that the easiest way to say, well, he's got to be backed up by somebody because nobody can do that? Well, apparently he can. And, you know, I believe him. Why wouldn't I believe him? Why would he lie about that? But that just like that rhyme is amazing. It's fire. Sorry, I love Upchurch, but maybe you're just a little better. I don't know, because you're super successful yourself, so there's no reason for you to even like get at him. But, and I understand like rap, you know, rap battles are kind of cool, I guess. But I feel like I love how classy he's getting back at just like saying, you know, I'm part of the Illuminati. No, I'm not. I love that.
I I am the proof. You can reach every one of your goals. You can be too drunk, way too high, but it's never too late to have hope. I am the one, I'm gonna preach. You can reach every one of your dreams. You can be up against the whole entire world, and you can beat them if you just believe. They've been saying I'm Illuminati and I'm going to hell. They're desperately searching for any excuse to explain why I've done what they can't do themselves. The only way they can make sense of my famous claim I worship Satan and labels of health. I don't have an advantage, it's natural talent. Your ego is damaged, admit that you failed. I remember back when I was the only political rapper. What the hell happened? All of a sudden everyone who never gave a damn got political and started rapping. Tragic, I should be flattered. Man, I created the genre, they practically jacked it. Acting like they're in the conversation, they ain't nowhere near it, on a different planet. This is not YouTube, this is upper echelon. President of Sony on my telephone. I get what I want, how I want, when I want, until the day that I'm dead and gone. The internet in love with beef, they want rappers at war. But I don't care who's coming at me, I swore that I wouldn't do disses no more. The last time I battled the man that I trampled, lost his career and then had a divorce. That wasn't fair, homie got torched. I feel the weight like I'm carrying around a corpse still.
Love that. I just love that. Because, yes, he talks about the same thing, usually in his other songs, but he always has a way of saying it new, and I love that about him. And I also feel that the truth needs to be said, and a lot of artists in the industry are afraid to really speak that truth. Because A, they're not allowed to when they're already signed to a big label deal. They're not allowed to just say whatever they want. They're being told what they sing about. And most of the time, somebody's even writing their music for them. So that's a fact. And then second one, why do you always have to have this beef at the battle going on? And I said it with the Upchurch thing too, where I'm like, yeah, battles, I guess it's a thing in the rap culture. However, I feel like, why not collaborate and do something powerful and more empowering? I mean, why? But people love drama. They're attracted to drama. I love his message when he said that he dissed someone and, that backfired. He didn't like that.
And at me, I swore that I wouldn't do disses no more. The last time I battled the man that I trampled, lost his career and then had a divorce. That wasn't fair, homie got torched. I feel the weight like I'm carrying around a corpse. Still no deal, still no team, still just little old me. Still making fun of the whole industry, still rap on my own beats. I'm the only multi-millionaire in my family tree. I keep hearing rumors that my parents rich and that's how I got in the lead. That's a big L-I-E. If you want to know the truth, I guess I can show you why I move like this. Let me take you back into my head, tell you about the movie I live for.
First of all, I love the music behind it. If you really pay attention, it's so cinematic. Like, it's really interesting. All right, are we ready?
And that's how I got in the lead. That's a big L-I-E. If you want to know the truth, I guess I can show you why I move like this. Let me take you back into my head, tell you about the movie I live. Former alcoholic, nothing in my wallet. Every doctor said that I was depressed. Should be in a coffin or inside a cardboard box and addicted to meth. I was sleeping on my best friend couch, always dreaming of a West End house. We was living in a basement, sweet east side, praying we'd get out. Motorcycles on the front lawn, bunch of crackheads in the alley. Open up my bedroom window and tell them there's empty bottles they can have. Cops at the door, I couldn't sleep, making up noodles to eat for a week. I couldn't stomach the food I was making if I wasn't high, so I always had weed. Leaving the crib and the neighbors are tripping, I flip them the bird, I ain't stopping to talk. They leaving us notes on the passenger window cause we always park in the whip in they spot. 10 in the morning, we sipping on 40s and taking the Honda Civic up the block. Looking for one of my homies who living on the street cause he got addicted to rock. Waiting in line at church, they giving out food. I would pull up every second Sunday, get some hard-boiled eggs and juice. That was the move. I was a broke boy, then I blew up. I was suicidal, yeah, the mood sucked. Now I've been rich, I done made hits. I've been praying, I don't screw it up. And now that I've blown up, they're mad that I've grown up. They missing my old stuff. They say my political music's all sounding the same and the flows suck. I'm never gonna be the old Tom or recapture the magic of old songs. I don't know, Tom. You the GOAT, Tom. Give me what I want or I will go, Tom. Shut up!
Yeah, I just love his intensity, and I feel like a lot of times he just does that on the spot where he just talks about his life, and that's what I love about him. He's just so freaking real. He doesn't care, and he still has such a great flow. No matter what anybody says, that's what I feel.
Music's all sounding the same and the flows suck. I'm never gonna be the old Tom or recapture the magic of old songs. I don't know, Tom. You the GOAT, Tom. Give me what I want or I will go, Tom. Shut up! I'm not the guy that you fell in love with back when I was young and dumb. Always getting drunk, taking hella drugs, living in the ghetto, no food for a month. Couldn't pay the power bill, the shower filled with towels, mold and hella bugs. That was the old Tom, that was broke Tom. Stop saying you miss who I was. Now you can give me all the Gucci, give me all the Louis, give me everything I wanted once. Give me Lamborghinis, give me all my flowers, give you everything I have just to be loved. Now they call me racist and they say I'm canceled, but I guarantee you that there will be blood. I ain't going nowhere, I ain't stopping nothing, I'ma really go there, I don't give a I'm the best thing going right now, they can't mess with me. I've been up, I've been down, I climbed out my grave. today and I'll be great till I decide to walk away. And I'm the one you have to thank for every independent.
It's just so good. It's so relatable. You can see and feel his struggle when he said he had no power. You know, like and the video was like dark. It's just like so intense. I love it so much. I just love it. And it's so funny because people love people when they're like underground, right? Like it's like, oh, I know this artist that nobody else knows about, and it's so cool. And I get that. I totally get that. But then they hate on them when they suddenly blow up and become big. But I feel that I've gone back, like I've been into Tom for like a while now. And I think Fake Woke was when I really like got aware of him. And I went back to his back catalog. I was like, yeah, he's always been kind of like speaking his truth. And he's never really been like, you know, a few maybe cheesy ones like way back. But overall, like he's been super consistent with his message, with his imagery, and with his intensity and his vocals and I just love, you can tell the angst and the anger and the frustration he's feeling. And in a way, this is really awesome because that's what feeds artists, right? Like if you can translate like that emotion into your art, that's the best way to go about it, because there's a lot of people that get so frustrated and get so butthurt. And I don't mean to say even butthurt, but like it's really frustrating and it's hurtful, right? When someone talks crap about you and you know it's not true. And instead of just like, you know, eating it all in and getting frustrated and angry and sad and depressed, like put it into something. I always say when life gets dark, make art. And he's doing that. I freaking love that. Love that. Okay. We don't want to go back too far. Here we go.
Now they can't mess with me. I've been up, I've been down, I climbed out my grave. I've been great. Wait, before today and I'll be great till I decide to walk away. And I'm the one you have to thank for every independent artist getting Billboard plaques. I showed everybody how to beat the record labels and still I don't get no thanks. Everybody who been hating on me copies every little thing I'm doing. I mean, they dress like me, sign CDs, no one is buying their music. I'm the blueprint for these YouTube kids. Every single little view you get, every time you get an iTunes check, you just imitate what I do best. I'm on Fox News, I'm on Rolling Stone, in the New York Times, on the radio, got 1 billion views, Millie on the gram. You still paying to be verified, man. I am the reason that Billboard removed all the digital sales charts off their website. I was outperforming label artists and executives pressured them to hit the red light. Universal, Warner Music, Sony, CEOs wanted me dead, but they ain't never gonna really kill me. They just cancel the digital charts instead. Stop telling me that anyone else is bigger than I am. Go get the Nielsen SoundScan numbers. Tell me what you find, man. Who's the biggest I am? They're angry that I love America. Guess it's a problem because I'm Canadian. I live in the States. I gave 200 grand to the veterans. I am a patriot. I am not faking this. I don't need to keep on making hits. Could've retired.
Chills. I got chills. Because he really is, you know. Why are you hating on someone who came to the US and really made something of themselves? Isn't that what we all doing? Because most of us are not from the US. So that alone is just like BS. And yeah.
Yeah, they're angry that I love America. Guess it's a problem because I'm Canadian. I live in the States. I gave 200 grand to the veterans. I am a patriot. I am not faking this. I don't need to keep on making hits. Could've retired 3 years ago, basically. Go check my bank account, buddy. I'm crazy rich. I don't need money. I rap because I'm made for this. I am only doing this because I love it. I told every record label they can shove it. Rappers hate on me, but I'm above it. 93 Shawn Michaels, everyone can suck it. They want photos when they see me out in public. Then they trash me in the comments. What a bummer. I sign autographs and spill my guts and stomach. All I get is people praying that I'll plummet. I came a long way. Dreamt of this all day.
So much rage.
I saw graves, but God saves. I got faith. What a loser. I needed boost to maneuver. Bottles of hooch in the cooler. Now I'm the proof that you can choose to be a trooper and regroup and pursue a future, be a ruler. Screw all the rumors and all the dudes who be acting stupid on computers. Hate is a fuel that humans can use to improve themselves if they don't let their wounds ruin their movement. You can do it and then you can lose it. You can choose to view it through some different pupils. You can shoot for the moon if you miss it, recoup it, and then execute it till you make it through it. There ain't no excuses. The rules are confusing, so break them and use them to find the solution. The truth is you're losing till you are immune and you turn the abuse into your revolution. I've been addicted to plenty of pills, poor and mentally ill. If I can do it, you can do it. I went from homeless and drunk to turning down record deals. I done got so many wins that I forget the wins. So many plaques inside the crib, they getting hard to live. They so jealous, I'm just glad that I ain't them. They got I ain't them. They got money, they got pennies, they got dollars, but they ain't been making any sense. They got hundreds, they got thousands. I got 10, 11, 15, 20 something M's. But this ain't always what my life was like. Honestly, it still give me chills. Way before all of my viral songs, before I was living in Beverly Hills, way before I went and sobered up, back when me and Brandon couldn't pay the bills, way back when I should have been locked up, overdosed or getting killed. My sister called me from the hospital, said her job's killing her, and that was a fact. She working overtime often, out of options, having panic attacks. Didn't.
This is so good. This is just so good. It gives me chills because this is like little storybook out of his life, how he came about and what he's gone through, and why do people love hating on people who are succeeding? You know, Dex is another rapper I love. Like, he posts a lot of stuff and he always says, no one cares, work harder. I love that. I so love that. And I think that applies to Tom also, because, and I even made a little short and people saying, oh, you know, whatever, you just like this message. Yeah, duh. But he's a great example of an independent artist, and he always works hard. He always asks people, download my music, do this. I mean, I'm learning from him because I feel like a lot of times artists don't want to do that. They think it's just going to come to them, and it's not. Because no matter how great you are, you still need to push. You still need to work hard. And when you get signed, you need to work even harder. So I so admire and appreciate him, and I love what he's done for his family. Love that. And I love how Nova was like giving him the plague, and then someone took it, and now she put that down, like behind the scenes showing. Love that so much. Just so brilliantly made, that video.
Been locked up, overdosed or getting killed. My sister called me from the hospital, said her job's killing her, and that was a fact. She working overtime often, out of options, having panic attacks. Didn't let her finish talking, told her walk in and to quit and call back. Next thing I know, she's in California and she's working for Hangover Gang. And Daddy always told me I was special and one day I would conquer the music business. And I guess he was right, cause look at my life. I just bought him a new Porsche for Christmas, and Mama worked harder than any woman on earth. Her boss would have never have fired her. I recognized they weren't giving her what she was worth, so I retired her.
This ain't white privilege, this ain't trust fund, this ain't good luck, this ain't silver spoon, this is hard work, this is long nights, this is all me, this is what I do, this is palm trees and Ferraris and a calm breeze and a pretty view. If you don't believe I deserve it, then you never lived the life I did and you wouldn't make it through. I came out of a city where I still don't get no respect. I moved away and I blew up, and everyone else is still stuck in the town that I left. I'm not impressed, and they've been saying my video views are all fake, and I honestly hope it helps get them some rest. I'm worth like 30 million dollars, all you bums are living check to check. Now everybody is an enemy, they all jealous that I'm a celebrity. Well, screw them, screw the government, screw the record label, screw the mainstream. I'm in God mode, they in beast mode. We are not the same, we ain't equals, and I pray to God that you can deep throat. Got 11 inches for you weak hoes. Y'all cannot critique me, y'all ain't in my league still.
This line is so good. I love when normally he keeps it pretty clean, but I love when he just goes in his little beast mode and just like, fuck you motherfuckers. I love that. I also love, you can tell that he's getting so emotional, and he's done that in like Don't Look Down video as well, and the song where my dog just goes under the covers over it. But I love when his voice starts cracking and breaking, and him just leaving that in, because that is raw freaking angst. That is raw emotion. That is raw. That is just like authentic as fuck. So love that so freaking much.
Mainstream, I'm in God mode, they in beast mode. We are not the same, we ain't equals, and I pray to God that you can deep throat. Got 11 inches for you weak hoes. Y'all cannot critique me, y'all ain't in my league still. All your hate completes me, I can't be killed. Y'all just wanna be me, maybe be chill. Leave them bleeding in a wheat field. All my missiles heat seek, you can't beat me. Homie, keep still, I can tell that you don't eat meat. Ton of green beans, you a vegan when the beef's real. Everybody's saying I'm fake, but they're the ones who really faking though. And their songs all on YouTube, well my songs on the radio. They claim they hate fame, but they change when they need streams. Then they say names and play games and take aim and hate on me.
Wait, I got one more thing I gotta say.
Love that. It's so intense. It's so freaking intense. And those words, it's just absolutely like, bam, like a smack in the face for so many people who deserve it. You know what I mean? Stop talking shit about other people. Just worry about yourself. Worry about your own freaking self, like your own career, like improve yourself instead of trying to tear others down. Try to build yourself up and build a team around you and work together and just like work everybody up, because everybody can win. There's no competition. There really isn't. Like when, you know, the only competition you'll ever have is you. And so I love that he's firing back at all these haters because they can't stand that he made it.
They claim they hate fame, but they change when they need streams. Then they say names and play games and take aim and hate on me.
Wait, I got one more thing I gotta say.
I don't need any more money. These days I just do it for all of my fans.
Love
I pray
that.
to God I inspire somebody or show someone who thinks they can't that they can. I'ma keep going till I'm in the coffin. I promise no stopping till I kick the can. To the day that they're dropping my box in the ground, it's hangover gang.
I so love that. I so love that. It's just so authentic. It's so real, and it's Tom MacDonald. You know, I mean, you cannot tear him down. You cannot bring him down. He's been around for so long, and he's not afraid to speak the truth. He's not afraid to just follow his gut, to follow his dreams. And this guy works harder than anyone I know. I mean, he actually, like last year or the year before, like the last few years, I always felt like, oh my God, I want to be like Tom MacDonald. I keep thinking when I want to like stop, you know, I'm like, I'm tired. I'm going to finish tomorrow. I'm like, no, Tom MacDonald would not stop. He would just keep doing what he was doing and finish something, because the record industry, the music industry is brutal. The music industry is hard as fuck. Like, just being an artist is the hardest, probably, profession anyone can pick. Being an actor is even easier, you know? I feel like, I mean, it's hard too, but an artist in general, it's a really hard thing to do, because a lot of times you don't get paid for what you have done, not immediately anyway, right? Yeah, you work hours and hours in the studio. You go rehearse with your band. That costs money. There's so much expense involved and so little return, immediate return, while you clock in somewhere and, you know, and you get paid. You get hourly pay or you get commission on something. So with the music, it's always a gamble. But we gamble as artists because this is who we are. This is what we're meant to be doing. And most of us would be doing it, I know I am, whether or not we're being famous, whether or not we're succeeding, because it's something we have to do. It's like a form of self-expression. It's a form of knowing this is our gift, and we are obligated by the universe, like, to just share that, right? Because an overnight success is usually like 10 years. It's 20 years sometimes, you know, however long it may take. But it is hard to be an artist. And when you are an independent artist, it's even harder, but the reward is bigger, and he's worked super hard, and now he's finally reaping all the rewards. And what's wrong with that? Use him as a role model, as a guideline. Or, you know, if you don't believe in his message, whatever, if that's not who you are, that's fine too. You don't have to do exactly what he's doing. But I feel like people in the industry are just so bitter when they don't make it and they see someone else making it. And being on a label is the worst you could probably do, to be honest, because there's so much darkness going on. There's so much crime, and there's so much, I mean, so many politics involved. And I've known this because I was signed for a minute, and a lot of my friends were signed. They got dropped, they got shelved. And I mean, the industry is just doesn't care about you because you're just a product. You're not a human to them. You're just a money-making machine. And if you don't make the money, you're out. You know, or if someone bigger is suddenly like the priority, then you're forgotten. You're just like, you're like an afterthought. So that's not saying all labels, but for the majority of them. And I'm actually disgusted and excited at the same time to see everything crumble and to get justice for those who deserve just, you know, to be punished and to be put in behind bars for what they've done to a lot of artists who they've ruined their lives. You have fame, you have the fame, but you still have those scars, those mental scars that you may never get rid of. You know what I mean? Anyway, I love this so much, and I wanted to share it. It's a very selfish thing because I know most of you guys don't really care too much about Tom MacDonald. I don't know why. I highly recommend checking him out more. I love his art. I love his message. I love his personality, and I love that even now, like, he's put his whole family, like, you know, to work for him, and he's taking care of them. And that is just like such a dream that I would love to buy my mom a house, you know, from my music. I would love to hire some of my friends and make them never have to worry about money again. It's just like such a blessing. And I would love to give $200,000 to the veterans. You know, how amazing would that be? Or to animals. I really care about animals. Anyway, I'm going to zip it. It's a long It's a long video, but I just wanted to say I feel he's an amazing rapper. He's a great songwriter. He's really hokey. And here he didn't even do any hooks. He was just straight up just spitting the truth and like firing back at everyone who's been trying to attack him and, you know, trying to get something out of him. And I love that he didn't name drop anyone. He didn't really get into anything specific or anyone specific. And I love that because people know exactly, you know, the ones that have been spoken to know exactly who they are. And don't be bitter. That's all I'm saying. Don't be bitter. Just be happy and realize that there's room for all of us to be successful at whatever we want to do. So with that said, I want to let you go, leave you with something uplifting and positive. Always, always make every day a great day. And always follow your passion, your dreams, your mission, your purpose on this earth. And if you don't know your purpose on this earth, help others until you figure it out. If you can't help yourself, help someone else in the process, because this will help you discover who you really are and what you're here to do. And also write down like maybe 100 things that really light you up. And if you can find 100 things, maybe just 10 things that really light you up, that make you happy, that make you feel like when I do that, I feel fulfilled. I feel happy. I feel like I'm doing something that matters. You know what I mean? And don't be afraid to take care of yourself first, because this is not selfish. Self-care, self-help is super important, because if you can't help yourself first, you can never help others. And when I said you can't help yourself, help others, by that I meant that you will help yourself by helping others. In the process of growing, of becoming, oh my God, I'm a giving person now, right? Now that I'm giving others, it's giving to myself because it makes me feel good giving to someone else. But sometimes you completely forget about yourself. It's like a fine line. Hope that makes sense. Love you guys so much. If you haven't yet, hit like, subscribe, notification bell. If you're still here, because it's a long video. And please download my music, play my music, add it to your playlist, and make it your theme as well. Like happy ending. You deserve a happy ending. And remove all those toxic people from your life. Just know that you can and will have anything you want if you really believe in yourself. And if you surround yourself with people who do the same, you just keep on going no matter what. Your success, your happiness is non-negotiable. I will see you in the next one. Leave a comment below. What did you think of this video? How did it make you feel? Who you think he's talking about too? How do you feel about Tom? Do you believe he's lying? Do you think that he made all that up? He's signed by a big ass label and he's just pretending to be an independent, or you really think he's independent? Honestly, I have no doubt that he's independent, because the label would not let him say the things he's saying. That's just my belief. I love him and I will always support him. I love you guys so much. See you in the next one. Take care.